Hey guys, what's up and welcome to episode 100 of Sticks Plays Minecraft. Today guys, we are going to be doing a world tour, so let's crack on. Hope you enjoy. And just before we get started guys, there will be a world download for this world in the description. I know a lot of you have been asking for that for a while, so here it will be in the description. Check down below, you can download this and check it out. I will put a sign where you spawn, hopefully. That will tell you where everything is coordinate wise, so that'll be awesome. Why is there a bug down there with the water? I don't know. Anyways guys, first thing on the list is this little starter house. This is our very first build on here. We've got a wandering trade over here with no llamas. Okay, whatever. Anyways guys, this is the first little house we built. Just a little thing, a few flowers. Come around, there's a bed in here. Not a lot else going on. But this was the first house we built. We had our farms here on this little server, on this little island here, and we had all our animals in here and farms, and I've come and collected this and taken this all over to our new base, which we will go to right now. And yes guys, I have Hero of the Village from last episode. Just ignore that. I think it lasts about an hour. Anyways guys, we are in the Victorian District now. We have right here a docklands with no boats. We have a little island over here. Let's just take a quick land on here. As the sun goes down, that looks very pretty, very nice indeed. We have a little island over there, and we just have this dock here, and it stretches all the way around there. We did have some turtles. Oh, there we go. We have a turtle. I think I named, not this guy, but I named a couple, so they should be swimming around in the ocean somewhere. Named, we have a little crane here, and I think the lights here and everything look really nice, especially up at the bank up there with the sun going down. They turn on with the daylight detectors there in the evening, and they run all the way till morning, so that is pretty cool guys. We have the town hall here. I'm going to take a nap and we will step inside. Alright guys, this is the town hall. It's not complete yet, but it is getting there. We have some big windows up there and everything, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. I like it. It's very awesome. So we step through the middle here and into the inside. The inside has a floor but no ceilings or other floors up above. There's a lot of dirt around. But yeah, you come out the back here and it's a bit of a courtyard here. We have lots of flowers going around the outside. I went with blue and white around here. And then we come down, there's a lot of trees, there's a fountain in the middle. And then we can just walk up the other side here and onto this little place here. There's like a little place to walk around. So that's pretty cool. And as we come inside, we can come down this very unfinished hallway right to the bottom. And there should be a lovely door down here that we can step through. Ignore the storage room on the right there. We can step through this big door here and into the Patron Hall, guys. Here we are. This is looking fantastic. There is a lot of work still to be done here. We've got a big sign down the middle that says patrons, which I think is really cool. We have a big hallway here with a lot of big things holding the roof up. There needs to be a lot of design still done here, but we have done quite a bit. This is a very big project, and we have our one Patreon over here, Alex Applegate. So if you want to join the Patreon, guys, you could get your own little statue in here. Go and check that out. Link in the description. Alrighty, guys, flying out of the bank and over the bay here, we have a old concrete builder house. There's nothing much in there. We have a nice little house over here, just a bit of a funny house, and then as we fly through this dock here, we have the crane and everything, which is really cool. And can we get back up here? Oh, we're gonna miss. That is terrible flying skills, guys. Let's head into this building, which is the bank. So if we head up through here, which is pretty stylish, a little courtyard out the front here as well, we can head into the bank, which has a bunch of these guys looking at each other. And these guys have converted. They must have found a workstation somewhere, or I must have traded with them already. Well, just that guy, actually. I should trade with this guy and make him a cleric as well. I should have made them clerics. And I'll figure out what to make these guys. They're all just nitwits at the moment. So these are our bank tellers. And let's head downstairs, guys. Down through here. We drop through the water into our giant storage system. This holds all our items. All of these items here are named different certain things about what they hold. So if you look in here, there's diorite and diorite. This gets all automatically sorted into all of these chests by the system over here. All these hoppers and things. I'm sure you guys know how all that works. We've shown that a million times. And if we drop down here, I'm going to redo the storage system at some stage. But anyway, this is a manual storage system down here. It has all the colored items. So we have the white concrete, and we have like the brown concrete. Then we have the powder of the same color above it, and then we have the glass above that, which is really cool. This is just automatically sorted. We come and put this stuff in here ourselves. And on this side we have the wool and the color above it. Then we have the terracotta at the very top of the same color, like that. And then we have the dyes above it. These all need to be changed because, well, not all of them, but like this, for instance, you can put this in your inventory and change it into brown dye. So that's going to all need to happen because new 1.14 has changed. And yeah, we got a colorful floor and a colorful wall. It's pretty cool. So we got a few random things back here that are stuck in. And of course, glass doesn't have a color. So it didn't fit in the 16 different colors, so that's had to go back here. And same with the ordinary terracotta, and we have a box for glazed terracotta because we don't use that very much. Then we have like flowers and stuff that we can use to make dyes and leaves and things like that. And the bricks because I had nowhere else to store them. So let's head back up into the main storage room. Then we can drop down again. This doesn't drop down quite as far into this little storage room, which again is automatically sorted. So here we have the oak logs. They get sorted into here. And we have all the different logs. We have all the different saplings. And we have all the different leaves. This again is not finished. But we do have these all set up here. So these are all filtering the items into these chests. So back up at the top storage room here, guys. We can turn around. We have our super smelter. We can place a ridiculous amount of blocks in here. And it will smelt them up very quickly. I think there's like 21 furnaces on each side. And it separates the items out equally, and this is the fuel one, so if you want to put fuel in there. But we have a lot of fuel in these things. They all have a lot of dried kelp, so we're fine there. And if we walk to this other end is our kelp creating room. This all just smelts up the kelp for us using dried kelp, and we get it in here. But we end up with a lot extra. As you can see here, we've got a lot of kelp blocks that I've crafted up. So yeah, this just brings it from the kelp farm below. And they all file into here. These are all full now, so yep. So they're gonna continue along there and keep filling these up. These chests eventually all fill up, and then I come here and I just break the chest, and I just use these crafting tables and craft up a bunch and put them in that chest over there or around the back to be sorted into filling up all of the fuel for these things, which is pretty awesome. So let's go check out the farm that creates all this. Okay guys, at the super smelter, we can see that there's a little hole with some water running through here. This is where the kelp from one of the kelp farms below comes from. This kelp farm down here gets harvested by a flying machine underwater. It's currently stuck right down there, but we could go and update it if we wanted to. And that would fly along and harvest it all, and it would come up through here and into these hoppers, which will then go into there, and they will be shot up into that water stream. We also have another type of kelp farm. These are very slow, but they don't break, unlike this thing, which breaks constantly. Yeah, so as you can see, there's little bits of kelp up there being harvested. When a piece of kelp grows into that space where the observer is, it will pulse these pistons here and shoot off a bunch of kelp, which is really, really handy. And that floats up to the top and along into some hoppers, which wrap around here and go into the smelter over there to create the dried kelp. So guys, this is the place where we sort items. We place any items in here we want to be sorted, and we place any shulker boxes in here we want to be emptied and sorted. So the items go up this bubble chain and then along the hoppers and everything into these here, which is fantastic. And over here is where we get the empty shulker boxes back. And here is where we're meant to get the items back that have no place to be sorted. This is not hooked up yet, but we're getting there. And if we come along here a bit further, we have the concrete maker. We can just place concrete in there, concrete powder, and mine it really quickly. We're not going to need this anymore because I'll show you later on that we've built something new and better than this. But it's still quite cool to have this here just to harvest a few quick pieces if we need to. Come along further, we have a mushroom farm here. And the mushrooms just come out into here. They get picked up by the little minecart, which goes back and forth like that. And if we just build ourselves up some blocks here, we will see that the game will make a lot of loud noise. We have the mushrooms in the middle, and they go right down alternating 4 brown and then 4 red and white mushrooms. And they just grow onto these platforms here, and when they do, these pistons here pulse out, pull the block back, which knocks all of it knocks the mushroom off, and then it sits on top and the cart comes by and picks it. It might even fall down onto the track. But yeah, it gets picked up there, guys, and then the minecart delivers it to this chest here, which we've got a few mushrooms going on here. And in here, it's a bit of a mess because this is where we grow giant mushrooms, and it seems to actually farm us mushrooms as well. But we can put any type of mushroom in here, then we can flick this switch. As you can see, giant mushrooms grow up everywhere, which is fantastic. These are filled with bone meal right to the brim, and oh, we got them growing up here as well. And they grow the giant mushrooms, then you've got to come by with an axe with silk touch on it, and you can just take this stuff out instantly mine this stuff. So that's pretty cool. This is where we farm this. I'm not sure if you can farm this automatically, but I just like this. We've got quite a bit, and we haven't actually used it yet. We will in the future. This is for a future project that I have in mind, and we've got a few bits over here that I've mined up. Pretty cool. Okay, out of the bank we come, and around to the right here we have an old village breeder which is broken in 1.14, no longer works. We have a librarian here just because. And if we head underground, we can come down here. This is not the official way in, this is the secret way in, guys. This is where the villagers come in. You can hear a bunch of chickens over there as well. So the villagers come in here and they get stored up down the bottom here. This is where we store all our villagers that came from that old villager breeder. This is all going to need to be redesigned because this no longer works. They need workstations and they need to be able to move and a whole bunch of other things. But some of our old villagers are still here, so we still have our mending villager over here for 38 though. That's a bit unreal. That's pretty expensive. So yeah, we're going to try and get some new guys in here, and this will all need sorting out eventually. We've got a few mending books in here. I grabbed a few before the update, so that is very good. Okay, that's this room. It's kind of meant to be a library, but yeah. As we take a walk down Main Street here, guys, we have some cool little trees that run along the middle here. We have a park on the side, which is not built yet, but that is planned. We have some like apartment buildings with a creeper on top. Let's shoot that guy. We do not want him sticking around. We don't want him blowing up anything. And these apartments are empty. I don't really like doing interiors very much. So usually I'm just the kind of guy who builds the outside to make the whole town look really cool. And if we look over there, we have the industrial district. We'll head there in a second. We have a couple of houses up here which have a lot of... these two have to come down. They do not suit the area at all. I thought they would, but yeah, they don't. But these ones here really do. These are some awesome houses. I really like these ones. Just a few little houses stuck together here. And yeah, they're a little bit different, each of them, so that's cool. And we're going to have a corner house here, and then similar houses to this are going to wrap around at that corner. And this mountain has to come out. There is so many plans and so much to do, guys. But yeah, okay, right, let's head over to the industrial district. Now, we have a couple of buildings here that are finished, which is very good because a lot of stuff is unfinished. So this building right here is the mass storage building for carrots, pumpkins, carrots, potatoes, sugarcane. These are all full. These have automatic shulker loaders up the top there. They fill them in like that. And we have it for cactus as well. We have beetroot, and we have the wheat here. So these little lights turn on when there is not many shulker boxes left in here. I think something may be broken here. A lot of redstone things have broken in my world, guys, because of 1.14. It's not because it won't work in 1.14, it's just like chunk loading errors and things. I don't really know what's going on, but there's a few things that don't work. Anyways, we have a bunch of carrots and stuff, and now we can find out where that stuff comes from. So, the sugarcane comes from this lovely building here. There is a flying machine in there that flies over the sugarcane, harvests it all, and then there's a bunch of minecarts down the bottom that pick it all up. They go along the tracks there and pick it all up. That should hopefully still work in this update. Now we have a couple more industrial buildings here. They look pretty snazzy. This one here has a cactus farm inside it. The only way inside is to break your way in it. As you can see, cactus growing there. Oh, I love the new cactus texture. That's fantastic. Fences there, which break them. As you can see, one broke. It flows down to the bottom and gets picked up in the hoppers, sent along there for sorting. So that's pretty cool as well. Now, in this building, I have a couple of villagers doing their damnedest. Oh, let's go around the side. So if we break our way into the side here, how did we get it? We got more villagers. How did they breed? They don't have any beds. Oh, that's so confusing. We got lots of villagers here anyways, guys. They're meant to be farming. Yeah, there's babies in there. Okay, well, I mean, do what you want, guys. But this should be creating potatoes, and up above we should be creating Let's put down some stone. This is where the carrots are made, and they've got extra villages as well. Where are they getting... There's no beds. How can they possibly breed with no beds? So very confused, guys. So very confused. I don't know what this game is doing to me. It's driving me crazy, 1.14. It really is. Oh, and I almost forgot, guys. Here is a mob farm. So those platforms there spawn the mobs, and then they get flushed down into the middle, and they die from fall damage down the bottom in there. I made this cool little garden around it, and you can pick up all the drops down below. So let's quickly head down there. We can see that there is a bunch of stuff down here. So we got arrows, string. These are all full, by the way. Like, okay, not all of them, depending on what they are. Oh yeah, glowstone. Not a lot of that. We got a lot of gunpowder though, guys. We got not a lot of redstone. A few spider eyes, a few glass bottles, and a bunch of bones. So that is pretty awesome. That all gets sorted automatically when it comes down from the farm. And if there's anything that doesn't get sorted, so if we have, let's say, the flesh is filled up, as you can see, it will flow along to the end here and be spat out into some lava and just destroyed, because we'll have so much. A few things survive up there though. That's the problem. We have to go clear that out every now and then, but that's all right. Okay, there is a timer up the top of this thing. Let's just quickly fly up there. Hello, Mr. Pig. And as you can see, there is a timer. This is how you turn it on. It stops the water coming because the water flushes the mobs off there. So the water goes away, then things spawn, and then it flushes them off the side. Nothing spawns in there while the water is, and this is the AFK place up the top here. We just sit here because it stops other things loading. And the giant tree, okay. Well guys, I'm starting to realize just how much stuff we've actually built. Fantastic. We have the floating island over here, guys, which is the first of 8. So that is pretty cool. We have just the normal island here, which is great. We're going to have a few other islands with some more themes. And we have this big wall here. We need to build another one on the other side with the different colors. So this is green. This is like the Earth island. Then on one side we'll have like fire and lava. Then we'll have sun or whatever we decide to do for like the 4 elements type things. And then there'll be some other islands like magic and things like that. Anyways, I think this floating island thing is really, really cool. So yeah, I really like that. And yeah, we built a giant tree, guys. Look at this thing. It's ginormous. But yeah, there's still a lot of work to do around here, guys. I have some pretty big ideas, and it's probably going to take a few years, but that is all right. Okay, let's head over here, guys, back to the Victorian village. That is the fantasy district. There's not a lot going on there, except for a giant tree and a floating island. We have all our sheep here, all ready to go for our sheep farm, so that is pretty cool. This is one of my favorite builds of this season. This little farmhouse here. We have a bunch of wheat on one side and beetroot on the other. And if we come up this little path, there is a lovely little farmhouse here. It's pretty cool. I really like it. We've put in a bunch of trees, some fences and stuff. And this is best viewed just by flying past it. Just like this. Very cool. Awesome. Okay guys, this is going to be more farms out here eventually when we continue building. So here we have a pumpkin and melon farm. This thing is just on a timer. It pulses every now and then. These trapdoors break the blocks below, and then a little minecart hopper comes by to pick all the stuff up. So if we stay here long enough, we will see it pulse, and it will just break whatever's growing in here. And there we go, guys. That pulsed and broke everything down there. Now there's a little minecart running around in there that's going to go pick it all up. As you can see, it's going to head back here and then drop it into these chests. And we have a lot of stuff in here. I've crafted up quite a few of the melons and things. We've got a lot of pumpkins and a lot of melons. So yeah, this thing's going great. These are really good for trading. So that's fantastic. Okay, one last thing in the Victorian District, I think. Oh, no, there's actually a few more things. Let's just quickly look at the theater here. This is unfinished as well, but that's how we go, guys. We got the theater here. It looks pretty awesome. I like it. And yeah, this is it. It basically is just a theater. You're going to walk in here, and there's going to be a bunch of stuff. There's going to be an actual theater in here. Eventually, guys, we got a lot to do. And just to the right-hand side is the slime farm, which caused me the most pain ever. And as you can see, little slimes are spawning down there right now. And let's just drop down there. Oh, there goes another one. So he's going to notice that iron golem right there, and he's going to jump right off the side because he doesn't like iron golems. I'm not really sure why, but they don't like the iron golem, so they jump towards them, they fall into these magma blocks, and as you can see, they drop a bunch of slime blocks. Now, often these tracks break. I'm not sure what the cause is. That one is still going, but this side appears to be broken. It's shifted to that side. I don't know how it does it, guys, but it continually jumps tracks here. There's no reason, but this one here just jumps track. Oh, did I pick it up? Oh, I didn't pick up the minecart. It's gone over there. That guy's got it in his now. But we can switch it back onto this track and we can see how it works. I don't know why this continually breaks. It's so very annoying. So you can do this, put the hopper back in the minecart. We can place it here and it will run along and pick up all of those slime blocks that the other one is not picking up, as you can see. Return it to here and put it in these chests. So that's pretty cool, guys. That makes a bunch of slime. It's enough slime for me on a single player world, so that's fantastic. Now as you can see, the other side is broken as well. And this is the original Super Smelter, which is pretty fast as well, but not as fast as the new one that we have. That is just stupendous. Okay, and if we fly back out of this hole, guys, this has to be open to the sky. Well, it doesn't have to be, but it makes the rates a lot higher. We have one more farm here, guys. This is the wheat and the beetroot farm, and I am guessing that they have made babies as well, because the other farms seem to have as well. We have a couple of farmers. I'm not really sure. I thought they couldn't breed without beds, and I don't know where they're getting these beds from, so hopefully these guys... Okay, these guys have not bred. There must be some beds somewhere. But these guys should be doing their farming. Looks like they are. And they have got a full inventory of seeds, so they can't pick up the wheat. The minecarts run underneath, pick it all up, and deposit it in here, which it heads into our storage building over here. Okay, I think that is the Victorian District finished, is it, guys? I think so. We've got the concrete farm, our brand new addition over here. So let's check that out. This isn't really part of the Victorian District. We just built it here. So this is brand new, a few episodes ago, guys. Haven't actually properly used it yet, but you place concrete here, it files in here, turns into concrete powder, proper concrete here, then gets pushed down there, and the TNT duper just here dupes TNT, drops it down, and you get a 100% drop rate on the concrete, and that filters into our little storage system down here, and yeah, you end up with a bunch of concrete, which is really, really cool. And right this minute, guys, this is probably my favorite part of my world. It's got a lot of work to go, but we have done so much work in so little time, and I love it. This hill, we've got the hill, we got these pretty buildings everywhere, we've got stuff planned out, we've got the gates over there, we got bridges. This is the medieval district. So we started down here with this little house, and we've got a bunch of our storage here. We got our friend the dog, he's pretty cool. So we got this little house with just like a little underground door. We have some storage and stuff in here as well, which is pretty awesome. So we got a tree here, we got a bigger house up there, which we may tear down because I think it's a little bit out of scale. We can follow the path up here, guys, and it loops around there. There's just paths going everywhere, but we can see that there is a nice windmill up there. We got farms, we got fences. Everything looks pretty fantastic if you ask me. I really love this place. It's one of the favorite things I've ever built, that is for sure. So we got the windmill, we got the farms going on down here. A lot of detail around here, a lot of detail to add still as well. But yeah, so that's that farm. We have the little village down here, little farming village, which is nice to just walk through as well. We've lost all our animals. This game is just lots of entities going missing on chunk borders. So at least we've still got the donkeys because, well, we've got one donkey. Did we lose these donkeys? Oh, we lost these donkeys. Come on, Minecraft. Don't release games. Don't release Minecraft like this ever again. I am very unimpressed with this update. Anyways, let's ignore that, guys. It's a world tour. Let's be happy. So we've lost our donkeys, which is sad. But if we have a look over here, you'll see that there's a nice little cliff edge here. We're going to increase the mountains up here. So these mountains will carry on. They are a lot of work though, guys. They take hours. So yeah, we have to be careful with just eating up our time by building mountains. The mountains are going to wrap all the way around here. We've got that all mapped out. And over here we have the vineyard, guys, which we can actually complete now. If we just come down into here, we have a little cart here. And that's just going to hold stuff that we want. We've got little wheels on it and things. We've got a little barn over here that's just gonna hold stuff. I don't really know. a little house over here, and we have the main vineyard building there, which is pretty cool. Let's just step back out of there. Yeah, so that's great, guys. Really like this place. That's cool. Yeah, so this is going to be a vineyard. All over here, we're going to have, like, what are the berry bushes, guys. They're going to be our vines and things. We're going to have bushes and all sorts of stuff to make that look a lot cooler. So, yeah, we'll work on that later. And then down here in this little crevasse type thing, we have a secret cave. And this leads down into this villager thing, which doesn't work, and I know why. And how the heck did you get there, my friend? But we got a bunch of villagers here that we can use if we want. They come from a villager breeder, which is over there. Probably won't bother showing you guys that. It's people have been making very similar things for a while. So yeah, we had a horse stable here. I wonder if the horse is still here. So donkey, yes. Okay, we've still got 2 donkeys, guys. That's great, because I do not want to lose my donkeys, because I struggle to find donkeys. Anyways, guys, we got this beautiful mountain here, which we're going to continue around there. That is all mapped out as well, ready to go. So yeah, we got a very detailed mountain there. We have a little bridge here, which just heads over this little river here. And to the big gates here, with some little towers, which I really like. We just head down these steps here to the front gate and into the main kingdom, which is just the forest at the moment. And guys, now we're in the end, and if we head off in this direction and try and attempt to land around here somewhere, we need to land on our little system over here. Right here, we should be fine to land. This is the crazy Enderman Farm, which I think needs a few fixes, but basically, we can just wreck these guys, and we will just get ender pearls for days, levels for days. It's a crazy farm. Absolutely crazy. And they just come here because there's a little endermite in the minecart up there. So we can just do this. We're already at level 20. I think you get XP faster than you can possibly take it on. So you got to be careful because there's so many guys here. And we should just have a bunch of ender pearls. Maybe the chests over here are full. Yeah, we're lagging the game out. Oh yeah, the chests are definitely full. Okay, so this is a crazy farm. I've hardly used this, to be honest. And there's a little endermite in a minecart up there, and they do not like endermites, guys. They will try and kill them. So they run from that little platform over there, and they instantly just run into this hole. And there's so many of them, they're taking entity cramming and dying. Yeah, it's pretty great. Oh, look at all the XP. See, this is just, it's crazy XP farm. Alrighty, guys, we have spawned back at our brand new iron farm because we had no bed to sleep in. So this is in our spawn chunks right here. This iron farm is full of villagers, and they spawn all these iron golems. As you can see, it's just time for them to spawn. It must be the morning here, guys. And yeah, they're just spawning like crazy. They come in here. We're gonna have to shoot a rocket so we can try and land up there. They come through the lava here. They get destroyed, and then wow, guys, this thing works so well. It's incredible. I love it. Okay, we're gonna have to set up a big storage farm. This makes much more iron than our last one. I'm sure of it. We were filling up a chest, I don't know, like once every 4 episodes. This is mental. Okay, this is great. I'm really liking this. Okay, very cool, guys. Very cool. Let's head off in this direction. As you can see, there is a big tower. Now, this is a drowned farm, so let's go have a look down below here. Let's dive straight into the water. As you can see, there's a drowned here. And we have a little villager sitting in the middle here. He's having a pretty bad time. He's just chilling underwater. He's got air to breathe, though. So, oh, he's a cleric. Interesting. The drowns will be attracted to him. I'm here, so they're coming for me instead. Oh, and I don't have all my proper gear on, so let's get out of here. And there we go. Let's hop back up here. And as you can see, we can pick this up while we're here. We don't need that. The bubble columns bring them up to the top, or the drowned, because they spawn on the bottom of the floor. And if we just fly up here to the top, where are we? Oh, flew right past it. These 3 times rockets are crazy. And we can just fly down into here. We need to try and get in there. Ugh, I don't know why I built this thing like this. It's too hard to get into. Okay, we should be able to fly into that gap, right? Yes, very good, very good. And then they will come up to the top, and they'll be brought forward to us here, and we can just swing our looting sword at them and hopefully get tridents. We only have 1 trident, and yeah, so we haven't used this very much, but it does work very well, especially during the daytime. Okay, guys, this here is the Guardian Farm, which it works pretty well. It needs a bit of an upgrade, and it almost needs finishing off, to be honest. As you can see, guys, we have all of these item hoppers here. These guys just keep falling down and dying pretty much instantly, and their goodies are distributed into these hoppers here. And they come into these chests, which is really cool. Come on, put some stuff in there so I can show you what's going on. Oh wait, it should be here. There, 54, 55, 56. These are a little bit slower. And we have both sides here. So there's half the hoppers going to that side, half the hoppers going to that side. I think we have a bunch of fish though. Yeah, cooked fish. I think I might have cleared these out actually. But so this makes food and all the little blocks, and then we can craft them here. We have an anvil because we get levels here and things like that. Normal chest, which is probably full of junk, yes, and our ender chest. Let's go and check this thing outside. So to get out there, we got to come out here, and we can go out the water like this. So the problem is I don't have all my swimming stuff on, but there is a conduit here. I forgot about that. So guys, if we have a look, we can see this is a giant Guardian Farm. And we need to come around here and fill in the outsides here because it's water, it's air here, but back there's water, and guardians spawn in there, and it doesn't really work. It's pretty laggy out here, actually, guys. That might be my connected glass or something. I'm not sure because it was never this laggy before. But as you can see, all that water over there, and we need to fill it in with sand and then sponge it up and get rid of all of that. But as for now, it's still working pretty damn well. Look at all of these freaks coming up, and then they should all fall through the lava blade down there. So this is a giant Guardian Farm where a Guardian Temple used to be. It's pretty hard to show you inside, but yeah, as you can see, there's a bunch of soul sand down there, and that just brings them up to the top as soon as they spawn. Hopefully we can see one. Hopefully we can see that happen anytime now. There we go, floating up to the top, and that's fantastic. But a lot of them will spawn in this water out here. So that's why we need to come around and remove all this water. There'll be guardians spawning in here, which we don't want. Anyways, guys, let's move on to the next thing. Alrighty, guys, we broke a hole up through the nether here, up at the very top onto the bedrock. There's various different ways to do that in survival. Anyways, we are up on top of it now. We have a bunch of chests here that hold all the items from the farm above. So this is a gold farm, a gold and XP farm, and boy does it do both of those things very well. So let's quickly fly up to the top. Let's have a look around. We have iron golems to attract magma slimes that spawn up here. And so the magma slimes will all walk to the side and fall off. The zombie pigmen, they will be attracted to us because they're angry at us. So they will come to the middle where we will stand over here. So if we come into the middle, you can see there's a bunch of XP from the last time I was here. We can stand here. They will all filter into the middle. I have turned the sound down because they are very, very loud. You have these anvils so that they don't get stuck at the top. They fall into here. There's a bunch of minecarts in there, so they get crushed with insta-degramming. They all die pretty quick. We don't have to do anything, guys, except for aggro them in the first place. And we have those pigmen there, which can't get to us. They're on some glass blocks out there, and they are all named, so they do not despawn. They will stay aggro at us. That's what we use this little gap here for. They can see us. They're angry. It keeps all of the pigmen angry at us forever. And we can just stand here for ages and just get XP upon XP. And also creates gold, which is really, really cool. And this, guys, is the witch farm. So we got a big piece of concrete above here, basically, of all these slabs stopping the light getting in here. So it is dark as it can possibly be in there. And that means the witches will spawn in there. This used to be a witch hut, so only witches will spawn on these blocks. And as you can see, there's soul sand and then slabs. And they will fall through the soul sand when these shifting floors move like that. They will be kept in place by these trapdoors up here. So yeah, they will get, this will move over here and they'll fall through the soul sand, and they'll move back and those ones will fall through the soul sand. They'll fall down there and then get suffocated, and then all of the items that they drop go into the sorting system. And guys, we just AFK right up there at the top. Okay guys, we are in a very slab heavy place. Now all these slabs are to stop mobs spawning so that they will only spawn in here. Oh, we can crouch under here now in Minecraft 1.14. Fantastic. We couldn't have got under there before. Anyways, guys, you bring a boat, you go along there, and you come back here, and it should be wither skeletons. And let's show you. This is a wither skeleton farm. We come along here. We just got to keep pressing this button. Keep making sure these guys all find us. That guy back there might not find us. Anyway, you just run it back. Make sure you're pressing these buttons. keeping them open. They should follow you all the way to the end here. Come up on this platform, and then we can just safely smack them from down here. Oh, we got a head. There we go, another wither skeleton head. Come here, my friend. You can come up the top. It doesn't work that well. It does work though. And then he comes up here trying to get us, and then we just smack him a couple of times. And yeah, that's the wither skeleton farm, guys. And you head back that end, and it unloads all of this, and then you come back and it reloads it. And all the slabs are to make sure only things can spawn in here. Ow. Let's put that out, guys. That's probably a problem. The blaze tend to light things on fire, which is not that good. Anyways, guys, there is a bunch of slabbing out here. It's not finished, but we have done so much. You will not believe how many slabs this is. So I think we need to slab all the way out to this point here. And we've got a slab in that direction and that direction, the same amount, basically. So we've done quite a lot, but as you can see, there's zombie pigmen and all sorts spawning around here. We want things only to spawn in that farm. But to be honest, guys, I think I'm going to redesign the farm and do another one in the future. But anyways, guys, that's that. Let's move on to the next thing. Alright, guys, this is the Christmas area. Another really awesome place in our world. We have the train tracks. They come up around here, and we have a cool little train here, which currently has no carriages. We definitely ran out of time at Christmas to get all this done, but we built a lot. So we've got a big train here, which looks fantastic, guys. Really, really cool. And we have a train station, which says TS on it for train station. I'm a genius, guys. Don't worry. We have our ticket salesman here. He likes to sell tickets. He's pretty interesting. Come around here, pop your ticket in here, and the bars will drop. They don't actually drop, just pretend they do. Anyways, guys, over here is the gate into the actual Christmas area. That's how you get here on the train. And you can come up here. We got a big Christmas sleigh here. We have candy canes everywhere. We have a merry-go-round. That's pretty awesome. We have a giant Santa chair here. This is where Santa would chill, just here, having a good time. And yes, if we can go down here, guys, there's trees everywhere. These are all custom built, but they're not that great. They're just a few little things. We have a little house here. The path loops around here. We have a little bushwalky track over here. Little house, our Christmas tree, which is awesome, and some giant presents. Now, also at Christmas time, this has like beacon beams and stuff going, and this year we're going to be able to do what I wanted to do with the beacon beams and change the color. So these, as you can see, were all red and green, but I've come and taken the beams away for now. And we also had a bunch of firework dispensers going off as well. They all appear to be pretty much empty now, so we're gonna have to make a bunch more fireworks for next Christmas, maybe, if we do this again. And yeah, I'll be able to do a lot more. I wanted to do switching colors and things, but the beacons didn't really work like that. They took a while to update, and you couldn't do any cool timings. They just sort of updated randomly. But anyways, guys, that is the Christmas area. I hope you like this as much as I do. And the last thing I forgot to show you guys was this river here. It's pretty cool. It's got a lot of detail going on, and it takes a lot of work though, so that's why it's only very small at the beginning. At the moment, it's got a lot of ways to go. As you can see, it's all planned out a bit here to come out to this area. But yeah, it's a lot of work. We got a little bridge there, but the detail is amazing. And also we have a fish in there called Carl. I can't bother finding them right now. But anyways, guys, that is the end of the world tour. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button. There will be a world download link in the description. So if you want to come on here and check it out, you can. So just click that down there if you want to. Thank you all so much for watching and for your support, and I'll see you guys later.